Good evening. It is Monday, March 13th at 7 p.m., and I welcome you to the Maple Plains City Council meeting. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am looking for a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Cahill,
Second.
second by Broda. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, moving on to the consent agenda, we have accounts payable and February 13th, 2017 City Council regular meeting minutes. Looking for a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to move the consent agenda.
Motion by Fay,
I'll second that.
second by DeLuca. Any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Moving on to number 6, administrative reports.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. Well, no administrative reports. I'm jumping ahead to old business, so
Oh,
we're good on administrative reports. We'll have some coming up on the 27th.
all right. Then we will not approve those. We will turn it over to you for old business, the spring cleanup day.
Good evening again, Mayor and City Council. This is under old business because every year we do a spring cleanup event, and it's between the City of Independence and Maple Plains. So last year we did it, and we were outside of Independence City Hall, and we were open from 9 to noon on a Saturday in May, where you could drop off different variety of different things: air conditioners, appliances, could be some light bulbs, fluorescent light bulbs. And we're looking to do that again this year. And at the previous council meeting in early February, we approved a recycling grant application that we get some funds through the county. And those funds we typically use towards this event. So I was wondering if that's something that if City Council's interested, we can do again this year. We've been doing it for the last few years. I know it's been, but then also to look to potentially start advertising that and move forward with that route. So
Would we be doing that in partnership with Independence? again?
yes, yep, we've been doing that in partnership ever since we've been doing it, and it's been very successful. It's a joint effort. Their public works crews, our public works crews all work together down there, and then a lot of their office staff and our office staff go down and work the customer line, and we get quite a few people from Maple Plain and quite a few people from Independence, so it really does seem to be something that the community looks forward to every year. So.
Strictly Maple Plain and Independence, though?
Yep, no,
Showing ID?
Yep, we check IDs when they come through because, I mean, the costs of some of the items it costs money to get rid of, and
Right.
that's where those recycling dollars come from. So if you're not in the city limits of Independence or Maple Plain, then we shy you away.
So if someone were to bring tires or an old air conditioner or something of that nature, we're taking those without charging them?
No, there is
Oh,
a charge,
right.
but I mean, it's some of those charges. It's kind of hard for us to put the exact dollar amount on that, and so there is some excess charge. So we're not making money off of people dropping off. It's just a nice discount for a lot of people to come in instead of driving up to Randy Sanitation or somewhere else, and the excess money we're able to cover with our recycling grant dollars that we have. So.
Any other discussion? All right. Looking for a motion to support the spring cleanup days in partnership with Independence during the spring of 2017.
So moved.
Cahill,
Second.
second by Broda. Any other discussion, which we already had? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Moving on to new business, we have the fire department hiring and probationary policy. We are not looking for a motion to approve this tonight. It is before us this evening for a couple reasons. First, we want to be transparent and make sure no one has any conceptual problems or issues with it. It's the intent of the Personnel Committee to integrate this policy into the entire personnel manual for the city, which would come before the council when that is ready. So with that being said, I know you've all had the chance to read it. Does anyone have any conceptual problems or issues that they'd like to bring forward that we could bring back to the personnel committee?
If I could, Mayor, just share a little background of what's going on here, just so that everyone's up to speed. So I know that we have the hiring probationary policy, but I want to give just a little bit of a broader overview of what's going on here, because you will see more of these policies in the future. Right now, the Maple Plain Fire Department has their bylaws, which they operate by. And then the city of Maple Plain, we have our employee handbook, which I know a lot of you know that we've been working on. The personnel committee has been working on quite a bit, and we're looking to wrap that up as well. But the firefighters are technically Maple Plain employees, so we're liable for what goes on at the fire department. Not the city of Independence in this case. I know it's a fire department that serves both communities, but we are responsible for the employees. So if we have a bylaws and then we have an employee handbook, they're kind of two different set of rules that have to be followed, and that's confusing, and it's also not beneficial from a liability standpoint. So what we're looking to do is to move, one, to revisit the bylaws of the fire department, update those, and then move those over into the employee handbook so that all Maple Plain employees are operating underneath one set of guidelines. And so this is kind of the first piece of it, and it needs to go back to the personnel committee, but we're looking to integrate that with the employee handbook, and then down the road there will be more pieces that come to you guys as well. But just that's kind of the overview of what's going on between the fire department and the city. It's not the city trying to get in the way saying this is how the fire department has to work. The overarching theme here is that we want to tie up liabilities. There's their bylaws haven't been updated in a while, but then just make sure that everyone that is a firefighter knows that this is the guidelines that you would follow as an employee of Maple Plain.
Thank you for that recap.
I'd like to add too that Fire Chief McCoy has been spending a great amount of time working with the firefighters, coming up with and engaging them in the discussions about the policies and procedures, and working with our HR committee to try to figure out how to integrate that in. And I think the things that you see in front of you in the packet tonight are the beginnings of a really great effort, and kudos to Fire Chief McCoy for his effort on that. We're hoping to have this all integrated together to have one seamless document when it's all said and done. It doesn't mean that that we'll still have a policy manual from the fire perspective, but that will be all integrated and consistent with the overall manual. And we're hoping to get that within a meeting or two of here to
I'm hoping
hopefully.
so.
We've been working on this for a very long time, so
Yep, exactly.
will it come back to us?
It is a priority.
I think it looks great, and I think the effort, the mentality behind it is spot on. And there's only one thing I had a suggestion. I actually called Chief McCoy earlier today, so he knows I'm going to say this. But with the mentor piece, I just had suggested maybe in another section to describe the mentor, maybe qualifications, if it's by appointment or by volunteer, and just the expectations of what that relationship would look like.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's a
but
good
this is great. I think you guys are doing a great job. Kudos to the personnel committee too.
Any other feedback? All right, thank you. Well, we will bring that feedback, and thank you for bringing it to Chief McCoy as well. All right. With that, we will move on to Resolution 17-0313-01, support of townhome and condominium developments.
Thank you, Mayor and City Council. I know that this was brought up recently at a Minnesota Mayors Association meeting, and has to do with over the last 5 to 10 years, and it's carried on recently too, different condominium townhouse developments that have been going on have been under some scrutiny of, well, frivolous kinds of lawsuits, meaning that they'd pick out one thing, and it could be a very legitimate claim, but it ends up dragging out and really kind of shutting down the entire development. And one of the reasons for this is that you're not able to get back your legal fees through some of this. So lawyers, if I didn't want a townhome or a condominium development to happen, I could have a lawsuit, run up the legal charges on it, and essentially shut down this development from happening because the dollars aren't there to do it anymore. So the Minnesota Mayors Association is going out to cities through their mayors and asking for support via resolution to say that, you know, we, the city of Maple Plain, we support this these kinds of developments. And yeah, no, that's kind of what they're trying to help moving forward with either different legislation or whatnot to kind of attack this litigation. So.
So with that, we're looking for approval of resolutions 17-0313-01, support of townhome and condominium developments. Is there any further discussion?
I'd move we approve that resolution.
We'll be doing do you want a roll call vote?
Yep, we'll do a second
I'll
though, and then
second
we'll
Oh,
do
that's
that.
fine.
Yep.
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 Thank you. DeLuca and Broda.
Perfect. Councilmember Cahill.
Aye.
Councilmember Fay.
Aye.
Councilmember DeLuca.
Aye.
Mayor Moskowski.
Aye.
And Councilmember Broda.
Aye.
The ayes have it, 5-0.
Moving on, we have another resolution, 17-0313-02, adding Mayor Julie Moskowski as signer on all city bank accounts.
Thank you, Mayor and City Council. So what we have in front of you is a resolution that is very standard protocol anytime there's a new mayor. So we're very blessed and happy to have Mayor Moskowski here. So as a new mayor, the bank requires that the mayor be a signature on our accounts. That's been it's been a common practice for the city for a lot of years. And in order for that to actually happen, they require a resolution showing that this is the blessing of the city to move forward with the mayor as a signer. So that's what this resolution's about here. So I'd be happy to answer any questions if anyone has any.
Looking for a motion?
I move to support, or to adopt the resolution 17-0313-02.
I'll second that.
Okay, so Cahill and DeLuca.
Councilmember Fay.
Aye.
Councilmember DeLuca.
Aye.
Mayor Moskowski.
I should probably abstain instead of voting for
You-
myself.
You can do either way.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna.
All right, aye.
Councilmember Broda.
Aye.
And Councilmember Cahill.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
All right, and moving on to number 9, council reports and other business. At this time, if council members have been to meetings, if you'd like to share with the viewing audience where you've been and a little brief recap, we'd appreciate that. And I don't know who's had meetings, so, anyone? All right. Okay, I was able to attend 2. Last month, I was able to attend and represent the city at the West Hennepin Chamber of Commerce. They offered Heart Safe training. They had over 40 people in attendance for that. So we're grateful to the business owners who encourage their employees to come out and train, and proud that Maple Plain is a Heart Safe city. I was also able to attend last week the Northwest League of Municipalities. Jim Grube from Hennepin County spoke. We don't have a lot of county roads in our area, but the county will be redoing the guardrails on 83, just the end recaps. And then also Dave McNary came and spoke as well from the county and talked about solid waste management and plans, just encouraging us to work towards our 75% recycling goal and really focusing on organics. So encouraging the cities to do that, so you can watch for further information regarding those opportunities as well. And having no other business, no visitors to be heard. All right, looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Rhoda, second by Fay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The meeting is adjourned.
Next one will be longer.
I was gonna get him, Mike, but
A couple of
No.
softball dudes.
you hesitated too long.
I'm good.